the study, what stood out the most for you from the results?
Well, having followed the history of these studies, I was very surprised by some of the reorganization of what people thought were important threats. And it was a matter of, as you read through, you begin to see a pattern, and it indicates that, in fact, perhaps there's a bit of a changing of the guard in the profession, in that new things are beginning to be found as important issues that some of the older managers hadn't even recognized as a potential problem. And
what conclusions, data gave you the most concern, if any?
Well, perhaps it's not concern, but I'm not entirely convinced by people's confidence in the cloud for all things. I felt that the theory works well, and I just worry about the practice, because it's a whole nother set of threats and vulnerabilities that we are addressing, and it may be a sign of the fact that I'm one of the senior folks in this profession. It may be that I just am uncomfortable with some of the newness.
Mm-hmm. Did any conclusions or data you saw in the study contradict what you thought you knew about the industry or the profession?
Other than some of the changes in relative importance, no. It's a matter of, I think it did a very good job of capturing the overall feeling. I spend a lot of time speaking to professionals and emerging professionals in our space, and I thought it did a very good job of reflecting the questions that I get asked, and did a very good job of reflecting the arguments that I get sometimes about my answers.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Do you believe the profession is up to the task of defending against some of the threats detailed in the study, and if not, what needs to be done?
Intellectually, we're fully capable. It's a matter of, do we have the resolve to actually do it and do it the right way? I teach at a university, and I have students studying information assurance, computer security, cybersecurity, or what you would, and they are prepared. The question is, are people going to be prepared to have enough of them to actually accomplish the mission?
Right. And that's my next question, is there anything academia can do to help solve that?
For a decade in the United States, there has been a scholarship for service program, which has been supported by ISC Square and other organizations, as well as Homeland Security professionals. And it turns out a number of folks each year. That program needs to be grown. Even in a time of financial exigency, one recognizes that one has to defend the infrastructure. And right now, I would say we are still short of the number of people we need. I spend a lot of time in Asia working with my colleagues there, and they are trying very hard to do this, because they recognize that their growth and their sustainability is a function of that infrastructure.
Mm-hmm. Is there anything else from the study that stood out for you at all?
I think that one of the things that I appreciated, and it's not one thing that stands out from the study, but it's what makes the study stand out from its predecessors. And the methodology is stronger. The data appears to be more reliable. The fact that in all cases it does not confirm my intuition is probably a good sign. Mm-hmm. Because if I read a report and I look at it and said, oh, that's what I thought, I'm probably, knowing that I am wrong some of the time, I remember both times. I'm not, I feel more comfortable that this has the better methodology and in fact has generally been a stronger report.
Absolutely. Will you or your organization, Idaho State, use the study results in any way?
Oh, absolutely. As soon as I return, we're going to have a complete review of our curriculum and of the materials we distribute to others. And I intend to host a workshop for academics on bringing this set of recommendations to light in a living curriculum instead of what academia normally does, which is teach a lot of history. Let's make something that matches what's really going on.